In this video, I'm going to show you the studio and equipment that allows us to go from this to this. Holy shit, this is a game changer.
Keep going till they tap out. Keep going till you max out. Keep going, make them tap out. Make them tap out. Yeah, max out. Keep going till they.
Today I'm going to show you the studio and equipment that we use to create high quality course videos here at Millennial Marketer. Now this is our studio tour, if you will. I just want to mention it did not always look like this. Back when I started my first course for my online drone school, Altitude University, teaching people how to get their commercial drone license and start a part-time or a full-time career in the drone industry, I was creating these videos from scratch using just a laptop, and then I advanced to a lot of really expensive equipment that was definitely not necessary. Nowadays, what we're looking at here is a lot of advancements in camera technology, lighting technology, and things that you can use, free softwares like, things that you can use on your laptop or teleprompter apps to make the process a lot easier. I'm gonna walk you through all of that today. We're gonna talk about the equipment that includes the studio itself, the teleprompter or apps that you're gonna use, the lighting, and the audio to make all this happen. Let's take a look. So welcome to the Millennial Marketer headquarters here in Orange County, California. As you can see, we've had the opportunity to build out this incredible studio here for our clients to fly in and shoot with us directly. But the one thing I do wanna mention is if you're creating a course right now and you're maybe overwhelmed by the process of shooting high quality course videos, I wanna walk you through the equipment so you can understand how to create or build a little studio for yourself, maybe in your home or office. So one thing I want to mention is that 99% of the work happens before you ever get to the studio. When I'm shooting course videos here, I script every video word for word. And the reason is I can come here and present confidently on camera, knowing that the teleprompter is gonna lead me through it. I can include my personality in there. I can feel comfortable in my space, and I can sit down and read through the course video knowing that I'm focusing more on the information rather than how I look. So outside of scripting the course videos themselves, the first most important production tip is the lighting. As you can see, when we take a look at the studio, most of it comes down to the lights. I want to start first with this softbox right here. This is our lighting setup. It is one standard key light that we use, and it's at a 45-degree angle to the presenter. And that's really important because it lights your face in a way that makes it cinematic and professional. We're not using any of the overhead lighting here. We're just kind of relying on the key light right here and a few other elements, which I'll talk about in just a second. With that being said, we switched off the overhead lights to show you what this environment looks like with the key light and the other two most important light setups, which are these light bars that we've got right here, giving this light blue branding that comes along with a lot of the course videos. We have these light blue colors that we use for Millennial Marketer, and when we shoot our course videos, it has consistency, branding, it follows a specific set of guidelines, and people can recognize us based on the lights in the background. So it's just kind of like a cinematic touch or feel that really puts like the extra edge on the videos. Those are these light bars right here. The second element is this back hair light right here. And when I sit down in this studio and I'm filming, we've got the key light that gives me a great cinematic look on the right side of my face as I'm presenting. We've got these two light bars that give that branding element and that extra touch in there, that like creative millennial feel. And then we've got this hair light right here, which as I'm presenting, outlines the outside of my body, which gives a dynamic element to the lighting, showing I'm being lit from this side. I also have these creative lights, and then I have something that's giving me a little bit of depth so that I'm the highlight and there's other stuff in the background, but it's not as important as the subject itself. If you're interested in learning the pricing of the light setup that we have here, I'm gonna leave all those links in the description below so that you can take a look. The range goes all the way up to really expensive, and then there are some more budget-friendly options. So just knowing that you need this key light, you need these two lights, and you need the hair light behind gives you an idea of how much you can estimate for a lighting setup in your studio. The second most important element of our setup is audio. Now we've got a shotgun mic on a boom pole set up right here. When I sit down, this is just out of frame, meaning you can only see me and it's as close as possible to get the highest quality audio from my presentation. So when I'm sitting, my head will be just parallel with the desk and right underneath the bottom of the boom mic here. Now, this audio right here is fed directly into the camera itself so that you get that crispness of the audio every single video. I'm gonna switch now to show you a little bit more about the teleprompter that we use and the camera setup. So we're gonna transition to the primary in 3, 2, 1. So we're in the hot seat now, which is a lot of fun because when we get to this stage of filming, I know that my script is ready. I know the lighting is set up, I know the audio is ready, and all I have to do is present confidently on camera. And knowing those things are out of the way gives me a lot more freedom to kind of incorporate my personality into the script and understand what I'm reading from the teleprompter so I can bridge that gap and help educate my students on the topic that I'm sharing. So how do you present confidently on camera? Well, the easiest way to present confidently on camera is by using a teleprompter. Now you can't see it right now, but the camera is actually inside of a hood with a reflective piece of glass that reflects the script that's coming up on my iPad right now. So I use a teleprompter app that I upload all my scripts to before the shoot. So when we're shooting, I can crank out these videos, we switch to the next video, crank it out, and the most important element here is if I do mess up, I want to be able to go back up because the teleprompter, one of the coolest things about it is that it listens to my voice and moves. So I'll give you an example. We've got a script up here on the screen and I'm gonna say, what I'm about to share will allow you to record high quality videos for your online course in the fastest way possible. Over the past few years, I've used these tactics to grow my online drone school to over 18,000 students and help hundreds of clients build profitable courses with our course creation agency, Millennial Marketer. Now that was a script that I was reading from and it's actually moving along with my voice. If I do happen to mess up, I can use this right here and I can go tap back. It's gonna bring me back to the top of the sentence and I'm gonna crank that paragraph out one more time. So let's recap a little bit of what we've got going on. We've got the studio, we've got the lighting, we've got the audio, and we've got the camera and teleprompter. As you can see, there's not a lot to it, but each element is so important on its own, adding to the overall production value as a whole. To give you an example of that, I'm gonna show you what it sounds like without this boom mic versus what it sounds like with the boom mic. So here's an example of the crispy audio with the boom mic. And this is an example without the boom mic. Could you imagine having to listen to an entire video like this? Crispy audio is the name of the game. Now I'm gonna show you another example of what happens if we turn this key light off and just use the regular overhead lighting in a regular studio space. Okay, look at what we're working with here. This is totally embarrassing. Now this would just be a standard office space or room in your house. We're using overhead lighting and none of the key lights or the backlights here that make this really pop. You can see the difference. So as you know, creating online courses is a powerful way to enhance your visibility, leverage your experience, build a stronger relationship, and establish yourself as a thought leader in your space. If you're interested in learning how to package your knowledge into a digital product so that you can sell it online, I've created a 10-day course creation challenge. This program will walk you through how to create and launch a course in just 10 days. I'll include a link in the description below. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Keep going till they tap